Squid Game is a battle royale game conducted by a group of twisted but filthy rich people who have nothing better to do with their money. So this group of rich friends constructs different buildings around the world, somewhere hidden on an island where they can hide their sick pastime activity from the public. This game is not limited to South Korea only, because in episode when the VIPs arrive, they mention how the games have been going on in different countries. They were here just to attend the finale of the game occurring in Korea. This game has been going on since the 90s, as we can see loads of databases the cop Junho finds in the building while spying around. Each year there's one player who wins this game at the cost of the lives of all other players. Briefly going over the idea of the game, this organization brings in desperate, poor and needy people who are drowned in debts and standing at the lowest point of their lives, and manipulates them into playing this game by showing them the hefty amount of reward that is 45.6 billion won. This organization gives itself an edge and tries to make itself not responsible for the killings of all people involved by giving the players full permission to participate or not. They even include a clause that lets them leave the game if the majority of the player agrees to not continue the game. The players of 2021 shown in this series do so in the beginning, only to find out that the real world is also torturous, so they'd rather play the game. The players come back, which also shows how strong humans' greed for money is. But as the old saying goes, greed is a curse. That's how the game proves to be for all of these players. A curse. Long story short, through many traumatizing challenges and watching his friends die in front of him, Jung Gi-hoon wins the game, but by the end, he realizes that no amount of money is better than human life, and he would rather have his friends back and live with no money. And that's how he spends his life. There's a 1-year time leap after winning the game, and we see that even after winning all that money, he never used anything from it, as he can't bring himself to use this money which he won after the death of all those people. Regrets kill him each and every day until one day he receives a card from the game organization once again. He goes to the location mentioned on the card only to find out the biggest secret, that one of the friends he made in the game, player 1, the old man, was one of the founding members of the game and the mastermind behind all this. He had called Gi-hoon to ask why he hasn't used the money. There were multiple instances during the series which show how this old man was a VIP all along. The way how during the night when a fight breaks out amongst the players, he is nowhere to be seen, and when he screams to stop this fight, standing on top of the beds, the first man, the guy with the black mask, immediately asks to turn on the lights and break the fight. Then it is hinted multiple times that a VIP is in this place too, who has the golden mask, but it's never shown where he is. When the other VIPs arrive, they also ask where the VIP of this place is, and the first man gives an excuse about it. Also in the marbles game, they don't specifically show the old man getting shot. We only hear a bullet being fired. Anyways, coming back to the present, the old man is on his deathbed and he gives lame reasons as to why the game exists in the first place. How he does it for fun. He mentions that before dying, it was his wish to play the games he used to play with his friends back in his childhood again. That's why he enters the game himself, as it's more entertaining for him than only watching the game. Also, he tries to justify himself by saying that no one in the world cares for the poor, and that by conducting this game, they're somehow helping the poor. The old man and Gi-hoon make a bet on a drunken guy on the street if someone will help him or not before midnight. Gi-hoon wins because a woman brings the cops with her to help this man, which proves the old man and his stupid reasons for conducting these twisted games wrong. There are people still in this world that do care, and humanity is not entirely dead. Gion believes that this is the end of it because Gion doesn't know the scale of this game. We get to know about all these internal secrets because of the cop Junho, who secretly enters the building and spy there. But Gion still has no idea. By the end, Gion fulfills the wishes of his dead friends by helping their loved ones, and when he's about to leave the country to meet his daughter, he notices someone else being approached by the game. He rushes to them, but the guy who invites the people to the game escapes before he reaches there. I believe this guy who invites these people to the game is actually only doing his job without having any idea about the whole game. His job is only limited to inviting people, and he himself has no particular idea about the gravity of this game. That's why I believe he isn't playing a very major role in the overall story. Gion takes the card from the needy man and forbids him to ever play this stupid game. Gion decides to leave the country, but he can't bring himself to just leave everything behind after knowing that the game is still going on. He turns around and calls the number on the card, and he gives a warning to the game that he won't let them continue with this all. Gion is determined to get to the bottom of all this, and the series ends here. We can consider this an end and move on thinking that these sick games will always keep on going as long as there are twisted rich folks and greedy people who are ready to even kill for money. Also, we can think that Gi-hun will start his own investigation and will somehow and someday get to end this organization. But there are countless possibilities for season 2. The creators can definitely extend the series easily. I believe the second season could focus more on the first man. Maybe they can show how the first man won the game himself and his backstory and how this first man got to become the first man and how he is ahead now. One of my theories is that the players who win are given an opportunity to head the other games in different locations as there are more such games happening around the world. But Gi-hun was never approached, so there might be some other criteria to head the games. I believe there's a possibility that the cop Junho is still alive. After all, he was first man's brother. I think the first man purposely shot him in the shoulder so he can save him later on and also show the workers that he is on their side. The first man's betrayal of this whole game will help Gi-hun a lot in fighting this organization. Also, the cop's phone still has those video proofs. The phone can still be discovered and the data in it can be retrieved, which will reveal the ugly secrets of this place. That was it for today's video. Comment below with your theories for season 2. I would love to hear your views. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and I'll see you with another video.